Ever wondered what it would feel like to be a millionaire? Well, these days more and more people are becoming millionaires. But what if you could be a billionaire?
Yeah.
What impact and difference would that have on your life? We like to stretch it a little further and ask you what influence trillions would have for you. Most people cannot imagine having so many zeros in their account statements, or even net worth, but we know you can imagine it. We're here to help you picture that life. Sometimes we don't realize we crave and aspire to a particular life until we envision it and discover all the benefits and influence we have on people's lives globally. It would help if you left a legacy and people remember you long after you are no more. Are you intrigued yet? People with millions, billions, or trillions of dollars access opportunities that will make them famous until the end of time. Million. First, let's talk about being a millionaire. With today's standards, having $1 million is equivalent to owning 1 or 2 apartments or just 1 house. Being a millionaire could also be a form of a business idea that was so great and it's now scoring you millions. Acquiring $1 million is all everyone wants to achieve. We call it the first step in the door. So what influence do you have as a millionaire? Firstly, you have secured generational wealth. In terms of impact, having $1 million puts you in a position to play with other millionaires and earn you a back row seat at the Big Boy seminar. The main thing to be proud of is that you have finally received that invite that makes you rub shoulders with the A-team. Second, having millions allows you to solve problems related to providing services. Many companies offer a service, but millions will enable you to optimize service delivery and maximize profits. Millions also help you improve products and make them appealing to many people locally and nationally. Finally, it gives you access to influential local people, such as congressmen and mayors. At this stage, you begin to understand the dynamics of money and wealth at a national level. This exposure lays a strong foundation for being a billionaire. Billion. Having $1 billion adds 3 more zeros to your net worth. We all want that. The more zeros, the more influence and more opportunities. Now you've moved from the back row seat to the front row seat, where your presence is required and essential in making decisions. At this point, when you raise your hand in a room, it goes quiet, and they wait to hear you speak. People like Jeff Bezos, Larry Ellison, Bill Gates, Wang Xing, Robin Zhang, Bernard Arnault, and Ma Huateng will give you attention freely and listen to you. These people are all game changers and driving the global trade market. They are leading the technology platform. With billions, you can contribute and spearhead institutions to find the vaccine and cure for viruses and diseases like COVID-19. Many global problems have solutions that cost billions. It includes climate change problems and developing products that make life better. Billions allow you to improve existing ideas such as building cars fueled by electricity and creating robots. The mining world is already leading the 4th Industrial Revolution, where robots and drones conduct normal human activities in mines. Medicine is also closely following research and testing of robotic hands and feet that those with amputated legs and hands can use. Technology is also advancing to have internal organs replaced by artificial or robotic ones, like mechanical hearts. This amount of research and building requires people with billions and those willing to invest in advancing humanity and improving life. Having money gives you access to the brightest minds on Earth, ready to work together to achieve a common goal. Billions gives you a global influence on the way of life. A good example is the influence of Bill Gates and his invention that is leading the world today. Microsoft is a familiar brand that everyone is aware of. Bill Gates uses his money to better his platform and scale and make more accessible to everyone, everywhere, on any device. Remember that you need money, influence, and a competent team to market and scale your product and services internationally. Billions gives you that opportunity. Money attracts money. Therefore, as you acquire billions, it will eventually multiply to trillions. Trillion. having trillions is the ultimate position you want to find yourself in. Having trillions puts you at the front row seat of change and groundbreaking ideas. Your entrance into a room warrants respect, and the room goes quiet, waiting for you to speak. Of course, you need no introduction at this stage because your presence influences everything. You have the attention of people like Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, and you're discussing the possibility of life on Mars. The International Space Station costs $150 billion to build, and it provides astronauts with valuable information about outer space. Such projects require a lot of money, not just millions. Trillions allows us to do the impossible. Having trillions allows you to advance technology and look at the possibility of life beyond Earth. You begin to have money to conduct experiments to solve global health issues like HIV and AIDS, cure for incurable cancers, and future viruses and disease outbreaks. With trillions, life on planet Mars is a possibility, and traveling there and back could be as quick as taking an international flight from the United States to Europe. We can even talk about space traveling at the speed of light. Trillions allows you to discuss energy on a global scale. Remember, he who has the gold makes the rules. You can convince leaders and governments to work together to achieve a common goal with money. For example, electricity is killing our Earth faster than we ever imagined. In this position, you can give the planet life by facilitating the global usage of renewable energy or even finding new means of power that are harmless to the planet. The Kashgan Field project costs $116 billion. This project is to access the most extensive oil discovery in the Caspian Sea and consequently find ways to extract the oil and transport it. Access to trillions allows extensive research into unknown and unexplored territory to save the Earth and advance life. Trillions allows universal scaling and implementation of ideas and solutions. One such idea is executing world-class architectural designs. Having trillions enables the building of phenomenal buildings such as the Lot World Tower that costs $3.11 billion and the Cosmopolitan that costs $4.1 billion, or even the more extravagant Masjid al-Haram in Saudi Arabia that costs $100 billion. These buildings are state-of-the-art architecture that only those with the necessary resources can fund. Let us know what other opportunities are worth exploring when you have access to millions, billions, or trillions. What other platform or tools would you like to tackle, advance, or improve? And how much do you think it will cost? Comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. We do our best to be your pulse of inspiration on your journey to wealth. So hit the subscribe button and you'll receive notifications on our new uploads. One last thing from us: as you increase the amount of money you have, you become more and more unstoppable. No dream is too big to achieve, and no destination is beyond your reach. Money gives you unmatched power and control. It opens doors you did not even know existed. The word impossible will not exist in your vocabulary, and you will see the world in a different light. Thank you for joining us today. We enjoyed having you here. See you again soon. We hope you enjoyed this video. Share this video with people who matter to you. We are doing this together.